Whispers are spreading from Montecito to Mayfair. And tonight's story is one the palace hoped you wouldn't notice. Because while Prince Harry and Meghan Markle danced the night away at Kris Jenner's star-studded 70th birthday bash, behind the scenes, something explosive happened. Photos of the couple, posted by the Kardashians themselves, vanished. Deleted. Scrubbed from existence. And now insiders on both sides of the Atlantic are asking the same question. Did Harry and Meghan order the photos removed out of raw fear for their royal titles? Welcome to Celebrity Undercurrent, where we dive beneath the headlines and into the royal currents shaping the world's most famous family. I'm your host, delivering the stories the tabloids tease, but rarely explain. Tonight, we're uncovering the real reason those Jenner party photos disappeared, why insiders claim Meghan is terrified about losing royal status, and the growing panic behind closed doors in Montecito. The birthday party was supposed to be harmless fun, a glittering, Hollywood royalty event at Jeff Bezos's California mansion. Kris Jenner's 70th, champagne fountains, diamond-encrusted gowns, A-list guests everywhere. When Harry and Meghan arrived, the room reportedly stopped. They were the unexpected crossover nobody saw coming, British royalty stepping into the heart of Kardashian empire. Soon after, photos began popping up on social media. Kris Jenner posted. Kim Kardashian posted. Guests posted. All showing Harry and Meghan looking sleek, glamorous, and perfectly at home. And then? The photos disappeared. No explanation. No edits. Just gone. The internet exploded with theories. But insiders in Los Angeles and London agree on one thing: this wasn't an accident. This was a request. And the request came from Harry and Meghan. Here's what makes the deleted photos more suspicious. The party took place right as the UK was observing Remembrance Sunday. A sacred weekend. A deeply emotional moment. A time when the royal family, including Harry, the military veteran, usually honors fallen soldiers. But instead of wearing medals in London, Harry was photographed wearing a tuxedo, surrounded by Hollywood celebrities, red poppy pinned to his lapel, holding a champagne flute. For a royal, even one who stepped back, the optics were disastrous. Royal commentators immediately warned, this looks disrespectful. This will trigger backlash. And suddenly the deletion made sense. Harry has always been sensitive about anything involving military service. Meghan is sensitive about anything involving public image. Combine the two? You get a couple who will do anything to erase the narrative before it hits the tabloids. Now we reach the heart of the story, and the part insiders insist is far more serious than a deleted Instagram photo. Multiple royal watchers believe that Harry and Meghan are feeling a real, escalating fear about the future of their titles. Not the prince and princess part, those are birthright. The ones they're worried about are Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Following the fallout around Prince Andrew, there's a new reality within the monarchy: if things get bad enough, titles can be removed. Royal experts say the Sussexes know this. They know the palace is watching everything. And they know the public is increasingly skeptical about their Hollywood lifestyle. Sources claim Meghan especially is alarmed because, without the Duchess title, her global branding could take a massive hit. Lifestyle shows, product launches, partnerships. Her Duchess identity is baked into all of it. Meanwhile, insiders say Harry still cares about royalty more than he admits. And losing the title, Duke of Sussex, would feel like a final, irreversible exile. This makes the Kris Jenner photos more than just party pics. They become evidence that the couple is trying to filter, edit, and sanitize their public appearances. To avoid triggering the palace. To avoid headlines. To avoid questions about whether they still fit the royal mold. Hollywood insiders started whispering almost immediately after the photos vanished. Here's what one LA source told a major tabloid: the Sussexes are very aware of royal optics. They didn't want glam party photos circulating while the rest of the royal family was honoring Remembrance Day. It was a strategic removal. Another industry insider claimed, people assume the Kardashians deleted the photos. But the truth is, they were asked. Some even say that the Kardashians, who are friendly with the Sussexes, complied out of respect, or possibly out of a desire to avoid their own online drama. Others think it may have been contractual. Posting Harry and Meghan at a private event gives tabloids free imagery. Deleting the photos stops that. It forces publications to pay for images instead of lifting them from Instagram. Hollywood doesn't mind savvy branding. But what bothers people in that world is this: when stars try to rewrite the reality of an event after it happens. And the Sussexes, fair or not, now face that accusation. Meanwhile, back in the UK, royal experts wasted no time weighing in. Several of them pointed out that this isn't the first time Harry and Meghan have tried to manage optics around solemn royal occasions. One commentator noted, Harry knows Remembrance Day is sacred. Being seen at a Hollywood party instead of honoring veterans was always going to look bad. Another expert said, This is a dangerous pattern. They want the benefits of royal status, but they also want the image of Hollywood stars. It's an impossible balancing act. This prompted a growing narrative. Are the Sussexes still trying to play royal even though they've stepped away? And that brings us to a deeper, simmering issue. While no official statement was made, unsurprisingly, palace insiders have provided hints. According to those familiar with the family dynamics, the timing of the Sussexes' party appearance did not go unnoticed. Some believe William sees this as yet another misjudgment. Others say King Charles is trying to be patient, but worries that the couple's Hollywood lifestyle pulls focus away from the stability he wants to project. But the strongest takeaway is this: any actions that appear disrespectful to military tradition will be taken seriously. Especially when the rest of the royal family was dressed in black, observing one of the monarchy's most important yearly traditions. While Harry and Meghan were surrounded by disco lights and Bond-themed cocktails, brand strategists say the couple now sits at a crossroads. They want the freedom to live, work, and socialize like any other celebrities. Their power, their entire global influence, is deeply tied to their royal status. If they're seen as disrespectful to royal tradition, if they're seen as leaning too heavily into celebrity culture, if they lose public sympathy, they risk weakening the value of the Sussex brand. This is why the deleted photos matter. Not because of what they showed, but because of what they exposed: a tension between who the Sussexes are and who they want to be. So, did Harry and Meghan actually request those photos be removed? Sources say yes. The Kardashians haven't denied it. The palace won't discuss it. And Harry and Meghan remain silent. But the story has already taken shape: a couple trying to live like Hollywood royalty, while fighting desperately to keep their real royal titles intact. And that brings us to the end of this deep dive into the Montecito meets Calabasas drama. A glamorous party, a deleted photo scandal, rising title fears, and a royal identity crisis unfolding under California sunshine. This is Celebrity Undercurrent, where elegant storytelling meets the sharp edge of royal gossip. Until next time, stay curious.